The xenobiology class had been boring until the containment field failed. Cadet Maria Rodriguez barely looked up from her datapad when the alarm started blaring. Another drill, she thought, stretching her arms above her head. The Galactic Academy loved their safety protocols. Around her, her classmates, a mix of Zalathi, Kron, and other species from civilized worlds, immediately began their practiced evacuation shuffle. Then the screaming started. 6 Vraxian hunting beasts burst through the laboratory's reinforced doors, their crystalline teeth gleaming under the sterile lights. Each stood 7 feet tall at the shoulder, covered in armor like scales that could deflect plasma fire. Their 6 eyes locked on to the fleeing students with predatory focus. Professor Theta 9, a gelatinous being from Proxima 7, literally melted with fear. "Category 9 predators! Everyone evacuate! They'll tear through—" Maria sighed and stood up, cracking her knuckles. "Could you all please stop screaming? You're giving me a headache." The lead Vraxian turned toward her, its pack following suit. Maria noticed her classmates had frozen in place, probably thinking she'd lost her mind. The Zalathi were trembling, their feathers changing to warning colors. Even the usually stoic Kron had backed against the walls. "Listen," Maria said, walking toward the pack with the same casual stride she used when heading to the cafeteria. "I get it, you're hungry, containment sucks, but here's the thing. I missed breakfast, I have a tactical assessment in an hour, and I really don't have time for this." The lead Vraxian lowered into a hunting crouch, a deep growl resonating through its chest. Its pack spread out, attempting to flank her, a coordinated hunting pattern that had made them the apex predators on 12 different worlds. Maria rolled her eyes. "Seriously? The flanking maneuver? My little brother does that better when we're playing tag back home." She moved faster than her classmates' eyes could track. One moment she was standing still, the next she had grabbed the lead Vraxian by its upper jaw, using its own momentum to flip it onto its back. The creature writhed, confused. Nothing had ever physically overpowered it before. "Bad dog," Maria said firmly, maintaining her grip. "No eating classmates." The other 5 Vraxians paused, their primitive brains struggling to process what they were witnessing. Their pack leader, the apex of their species, was being held down by something that barely reached its chest when standing. Maria looked at the others. "You want some too? Because I should warn you, back on Earth, I used to wrestle things twice your size just to get to school. You ever hear of grizzly bears? No? Well, imagine you, but bigger, angrier, and they don't even have the courtesy to hunt in packs. Just solo tanks with attitude problems." She released the pack leader, who scrambled to its feet and backed away, its 6 eyes never leaving her. Maria took a step forward. The entire pack took a step back. "That's what I thought." She pulled a protein bar from her pocket, unwrapped it, and took a bite. The sound of her crushing the dense nutrition block between her teeth echoed in the silent room. The Vraxian's sensitive hearing picked up the ease with which her jaw pressure pulverized what was essentially compressed plant matter harder than most species' bones. The pack leader made a sound, something between a whine and a chirp, a submission call. "Good choice," Maria said, then turned to Professor Theta 9, who had partially reformed but was still quivering. "Professor, you might want to call containment, and maybe update their classification? These guys aren't Category 9. On Earth, we'd call them Category 3, maybe 4 if we're being generous." As security finally arrived, they found 6 Vraxian hunting beasts pressed against the far wall, actively avoiding eye contact with a small human cadet who was finishing her protein bar and complaining about missing breakfast. The incident report would later note that humanity's classification as a Death World species might need to be upgraded. Again.